Welcome to Not the MMA-Holes. How you doing? How you doing, chat? What's going on? Early stream today. Early stream. Francis Ngannou signed with the PFL. The news broke. It's all over the place. And we don't have a stream today on the main channel, but I decided this would be a great excuse to play video games and talk about it. Because I'm an old man, I say video games. Games. We game on the PS5. We'll play some games. We'll discuss. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Super Goblin Cuck. Yes. How's it going? How's it going? Hopefully everyone is well. It's nice to see you guys early today. I do have some gardening that I have to do, but the sun is in the front of our house. It's like 100 degrees today. So I'm like, let's let the sun set a little, and then I'm going to do some gardening. So I'm like, let's game, baby, and talk about some stuff. So thank you for stopping by. Francis Ngannou, before we start playing games very poorly. By the way, shout out to Kainoto, man. You guys like Sausage, the Tropic Tom, very, very talented with your instant gifts and art, D-Rest, all you guys out there throwing stuff on the Discord. I do see a lot of this stuff, and I am very impressed. But I have to say, there's a standout person of the chat, and it is Kainoto. I mean, my man, he's got the it factor. He's got the it factor. I don't know if he's doing this on GIF, which is a great app, but it's not on Android. It's like one of the negatives, the downsides to the GIF app. I reached out to them again and said, yo, you guys got to get on Android because I feel like it'd be a great tool. I don't know what he's making these GIFs off of, but they're fucking hilarious, man. So here's myself, my head on Mega Man. Mega Mas. We put it on our Instagram story as well. Very, very funny, man. Literally had me laugh out loud. So I'm like, dude, like, this is great. We're going to be gaming. This pops out. Let's put this as our gaming thing. So if you guys are, you know, have any sort of dysfunctional talent, the Discord is the best place where you can showcase it. We have MMA-Holes art. We have a gift section. We have a meme section. Just drop your stuff over there. And it's pretty cool because every time you go on the Discord, it highlights saying, hey, there's some new content here. So you can just always check it out before you jump into the main chat. But dude, Kainoto's hilarious, man. Freaking funny. Ben Rothwell put this tweet out, and I'm like, yes. Now, I like what Ben Rothwell is doing on in BKFC. I think it's a lot of fun. But he was just in a fight with a man where he was just throwing everything at this dude, and the guy was a mutant. He beat the guy, but, you know, you collect unnecessary damage, you know, on the face. And I don't know, maybe he wants to switch it back up again, and he throws it out there. He says, okay, Francis is officially the #1 heavyweight to call out. I'm your Huckleberry. Congrats on the signing. And unless you live under a rock, Francis Ngannou signs with the PFL. That happened. And I got to be honest, like, I'm actually kind of happy. Like, the more I think about it, I'm happy he went to the PFL. Ultimately, I want him to stay with the UFC, of course. But the next best thing to me is PFL. They have a lot of work to do. And honestly, this, you know, listen, this doesn't say, oh, now the PFL is the best. But it just brings more attention. You got Jake Paul over there, you know, dragging in that nonsense. And I don't know, people, I don't know, it just gets a little interesting. So PFL signs Francis, and Francis had his stipulations that other companies did not want to go with. But PFL kind of went along for the ride. It's not like PFL is throwing $20 million per fight, but he is getting paid $1 million plus. Guarantee a high 7-figure purse for each fight. So he is getting a high 7-figure plus. So whatever that number is, a high 7. So I mean, he's making a decent amount of money, but I'm sure it wasn't released because it's not the 20 million, 30 million, 40 million that he wanted to make, right? Where he could probably make in boxing or whatever. But a split of the event net profits, which is probably not going to be a lot, but still he's getting net profits, which is interesting. A signing bonus or salary to serve as a brand ambassador for PFL. So a bonus, brand ambassador. So he's going to be trotted around and he's going to be making money in other ways. So the purse is not necessarily the only means of revenue, and being a brand ambassador, I mean, this opens up options for him. The right to have his own sponsor in the cage, which is interesting. To have his own sponsor, so not being handcuffed and saying, okay, now I can get a big sponsor to say, yo, I'm going to be on ESPN. Would you like your product shown? Shell out the big dollars. That's a lot of money that he can make that way as well. Non-exclusive with regards to boxing. So Ben Rothwell, you know, I'm reading off of what he highlighted, but non-exclusive to regards to boxing. So he can go to boxing whenever the hell he wants. Dude, PFL gave him a great deal. And I have to be honest with you, I feel like, you know, the UFC could have done this. I can't see why they couldn't have pulled this off. But here's where it gets interesting. No championship clause or other extensions. Okay, so he's not stuck there. He's not a slave to the company. A minimum salary possibly as high as $1 million for his opponent. So if you're fighting Francis Ngannou, and it doesn't really matter who the hell you are, if you're fighting Francis Ngannou, there's a good chance you're getting 7 figures to fight arguably the baddest man on the planet. So what does Ben Rothwell do? He throws his name in the hat, and I like it, man. Like, he's not, like, listen, why not? I think a lot of people would get in the cage with Francis Ngannou, which is very dangerous to do, if you know you're going to get paid 7 figures. You know, and thank you, Casey Jones, you savage you. Let's go! Casey! I mean, no matter where we go, man, he's just the gift that he just keeps giving. And Ninja Choke gets it. Thank you, Casey, so much, man. It's very kind of you. Very kind. And what better person to get it than Ninja Choke? He was super generous last night. Thank you. This is interesting. Like, you know, maybe it's better that Francis went off to the PFL. Maybe it's better. The UFC is already interesting. It's got a lot going on there. Yeah, I would have liked to see, you know, Francis fight Jones and these other guys coming up, Almeida and Pavlovich. Yeah. But now he's making another company interesting, and we got more fights to watch. You know, it's more stuff for us. And I'm kind of rooting for Francis here. You know, in the beginning, I was like, you made a dumb move. Why'd you leave the UFC? I think ultimately you're still going to make the most money with the UFC. But he's trying to change the game. How fighters negotiate, what their rights are. It's more than him just making a boatload of money. He's trying to open up the door for other fighters to get paid appropriately. Who knows? Maybe 10 years down the road, we're going to look back at this and be like, damn, man, Mr. Francis Ngannou is brilliant. What if PFL goes to Africa before the UFC does? I mean, they got the guy. They got the guy that was digging ditches and shit. They go to Africa. PFL goes to Africa and has an event over there. Francis starts, you know, getting organizations popping over there, which it seems like that's what he wants to do, like PFL Africa. Dude, that'd be massive. That'd be absolutely massive. So this could be a big deal. PFL is taking a very big gamble with this. They are giving up a lot for this type of publicity. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Very interested. Here's Francis, what he released. And it's kind of clever. He did it in a way where he puts like all the haters' tweets and shit like that out there.
It's Francis Ngannou again. I want to thank you all for your support, for being patient since I became a free agent.
I gotta be honest with you, the music, dude, like what is going on? You don't need to, like you don't need that. Just let him talk. Like I don't understand. Or just have a subtle, dramatic music in the background. Like my 80D kicks in and I can't even hear what the fuck the guy's saying.
December. Working on a great deal takes time. I want to announce you that I'm officially partnering up with the PFL
yeah, for sure.
For the next step of my career, which is going to be tremendous.
Okay, so he's all excited. I can't listen to that music anymore. But yeah, good for him, man. He seems like a nice guy, and I'm kind of rooting for. I'm rooting for him hard now because whoa, Jesus Christ, this ad drove me nuts because it's Ariel Helwani leading the way. Fuck off. But I wish him the best, and I hope he does well with this, just because of a lot of people shit on him for making this decision. A very risky move. I hope he goes to boxing, makes $1 gazillion over there. I hope he wins in boxing. I hope he wins over in PFL and does big things at PFL and puts them on the map. I hope it works. I hope it works. I don't know if Francis is going to be part, though, of the tournament. I don't know how that's going to work. When you're paying this guy this much money per fight, I'm assuming he's not in the tournament. I'm assuming what they're going to do is put him against some of the most interesting heavyweights out there and let them have at it and like headline pay-per-views and stuff. I'm assuming that's what's going to happen. Because why would you put him in a tournament when he's making, you know, high seven figures? So, and Jake Paul did say when he goes over there, he's not going in the tournament. He's doing some sort of like celebrity type of fighting over there. Jake's not going to the tournament. So PFL is pivoting. They have their tournament style, their season, whatever you want to call it. They have that, and they're going to have a separate entity that has kind of circus fights, which makes people want to buy pay-per-views. So let me know in the chat. What do you think? I mean, I don't hate it. I got to be honest with you. I think I'm happier that he went here than won. Because it's on ESPN. We watch the UFC on ESPN. It's not like if you have ESPN Plus, you're good. So I'm cool. I'm cool with it. PFL's improving business model. Yeah, I mean, listen, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to make a splash somewhere. They're getting ESPN money, so they clearly have deep pockets. So I'm curious. I want to see them change the game. I want to see them. Listen, they're not going to take out the UFC anytime soon. That's just not happening. They're not taking out the UFC, but they could make a product that's interesting. You know? Let's see if they could put things out there that are worth pay-per-view buys. Which I hope, you know, I hope we can get rid of the pay-per-view system, but yeah. This deal is another thing Jake Paul can throw in Dana White's face. Yeah, I mean, listen, Jake Paul, by the way, Jake Paul put something out. I have a feeling Jake Paul might be, he's a very good businessman, but I think he might be slow, or I don't know. There's something wrong with him, but he does this thing when he talks, and now I'm happy that, like, I've been talking about this for a while. I'm happy that other people are noticing this. He like dabs while he talks. Like, I don't understand what's happening, but his hands, like, he just doesn't know what to do with his fucking arm. And he's just waving it around. I don't know if like kids like that shit. Like, yo, when my influencer talks, I want their arms to just keep doing this. Let's see if he still has it here. Did he pull it down? Oh, maybe PFL. Hold on, they probably put on PFLs. But yeah, listen. PFL's not the UFC, but they're trying to do something different here. They're trying to do something a little bit different. Here we go.
Francis, welcome to the PFL. Everybody, it is official. This is massive, 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 massive news in MMA. We have some huge fights on the horizon. Congratulations, Francis. You deserve this. The best heavyweight in the world to the PFL. And PFL Africa is going to be massive. So excited. Let's go. Francis, welcome.
What the fuck is he doing? What? Why is he dabbing? Who dabs in the middle of a sentence? I thought dabs were like, isn't that like 10 years old? Like, what the? Anyway, that's Jake Paul. He's excited. And yeah, it is another, you know, dig at Dana White. You know, the more successful PFL gets, you know. Should I start dabbing while I talk? Do you feel maybe I'm missing that? Maybe my channel will be bigger if I just to fucking start dabbing. Got a couple of interviews coming up. I'll just start dabbing through the interview. Maybe. I honestly think Jake is retarded and has just never been tied. I think he is too. I think he's a very good businessman, and he's super, like, he built his social media platform and then just surrounded himself with very intelligent people. I haven't really surrounded myself with enough intelligent people. I got Jess, but Jess, you know, she's an MMA hole and she's a mom. So I need some more intelligent people around me so I could just fucking make videos and dab, and no matter how retarded I look, people are going to click on it, you know? That's the next step. Would the average viewer pay $40 for a PFL Africa event? Listen, PFL goes to Africa, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. If the PFL does it before Dana does it, I think that's the plan, right? If PFL does it before Dana does it, that is, they can just literally shove it up the UFC's ass, promote the shit out of it, and have the biggest, baddest man on the planet headline the card. It'd be a massive L for the UFC. I don't think the UFC would take a step back from it. I don't think it's going to hurt the UFC, but it gives PFL a one-up in that situation. They could always have bragging rights, bringing it, you know, MMA over to Africa. You know, it could be historic. The question is, who does he fight? Can PFL lock up a deal with a boxer? You know, a big boxer, Deontay Wilder or some shit, and then have them fucking go over to Africa? Dude, could you imagine? It's not impossible. Some fighters might take a pay cut, or they might do a MMA fight and then boxing fight situation where they'll make a boatload of money in the boxing situation, but just for the experience alone, go to Africa and fight Francis Ngannou. Or what if there's a scary African over there that we just don't know about, and he's just massive in Africa, and you got, you know, Ngannou versus that guy? I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of options. The average viewer doesn't know who PFL is. That's what Francis gave up. Francis gave up becoming listen, Francis is rich. I think people don't realize this. Francis Ngannou never has to work another day in his life. He's already rich. He does not have to work ever again. What Francis is doing right now is he's trying to build a legacy. He can run around and say, like, I feel like I should be Francis's publicist. He's running around basically saying, hey, I already did it in the UFC. I defended my belt. I'm the biggest, baddest man in the UFC. Been there, done that. Now I'm going to go build this other promotion. And if it takes off, Francis is literally the pioneer that was laying down the foundation for PFL. He'll always be known as the greatest, not the greatest, because, listen, you still have to do more in the UFC to say you're the greatest heavyweight of all time. I'd still have to put Stipe there. Stipe did at least beat him once. But if Francis stayed there, fought Stipe again, smashed him again. But still, I mean, it's pretty wild. Francis is trying to pave a path for other fighters in negotiation, you know, have other fighters make more money. What MMA fighter said, hey, man, I'm not fighting unless my opponent gets 7 figures? Dude, Conor hasn't even done that. Conor's red panty night doesn't look very good anymore. You know? You know what? You say he ducked Bones, but Bones is ducking every fucking prospect in the heavyweight roster. He wants to fight a 41-year-old man. I got to be honest with you. It kind of looks weak for Bones. He did great against Gane, and now he says, I want to fight Stipe and retire? Think about that. Think about it. You know? So, I mean, listen, I've criticized Ngannou as well. I wasn't sure if that was the best move. I think I was being a selfish fan. And right now, Ngannou's getting the last laugh. Even if nothing takes off with the PFL, he's still getting paid high 7 figures to fight over here. He's probably still going to do a boxing fight. He's still going to be rich. He's taking a shot. And he could always say that at least he got other fighters paid. You know? Now, if Francis drains the PFL, here's where, if you're not a big Francis fan, this is what you could root for. Francis drains the PFL. They go bankrupt because they're trying to put all their eggs in one basket. Then you guys can dance on his grave. But he'll still be laughing to the bank. But if he tanks PFL, so much for that whole thing, you know? PFL burning cash to get marketing shares of it doesn't pay off. Ouch. Yeah, if it doesn't pay off, if PFL just completely folds in a couple of years, then you could just laugh and say, haha, UFC's great. I love the UFC. It's still my favorite. It's still the best. It's the number one. It's what we like. It's what our channel's built off of is the UFC. But options are good. Options are good. So I'm excited. I want to see what happens here. I do like the fact that people just can't stand Francis. So now I'm rooting for him. He's got a fan in me. Let's see. The only thing I don't like about Francis is that Ariel's going to bat for him. It makes me not like Francis. If you can get rid of Ariel from sucking his dick every 5 seconds. Ariel's mouth must be like all worn out from just slobbing Francis's cock. I wanted Francis to fight John Jones. I don't care about him failing. I want him to, but why though? Like I want to see him fight John Jones too. But this John Jones that says I will only fight Stipe makes me believe that John never wanted to fight Ngannou. John had a chance to fight Ngannou. I don't think you guys realize this. John took extra time to wait for Francis to leave, and then he's like, "Here I am." Think about it. Let's get off the John cock. John waited for Francis to leave, and then he just mysteriously shows up and fights a guy he's supposed to beat? Who's running? Think about it. Who's really running? Now, if John Jones fights Stipe Miocic, then it's like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I just beat the GOAT of heavyweight. I'm gonna fight Almeida. I'm gonna fight the Russian. Then you could say whatever the hell you want. You know, then you could say, all right, you know, John, he was willing to sit there and do his thing. But if he fights Stipe Miocic, if that even happens, and then retires, you really think Francis beats Jones? Come on. I mean, we'll never know. We could argue. We'll never know. I'm not here to argue about something that we will never know. At heavyweight, anything can happen. You got the death power of Francis Ngannou. It's always there. Now listen, I would have to bet on Jones no matter what because he is the GOAT. But at the end of the day, to say that Francis ran from John Jones could possibly, and don't be offended by this, could possibly be the dumbest thing you could ever say. Francis ran from John Jones. Now, if you're trolling, it's fine. If you're having a little fun, it's fine. But if you truly believe that, perhaps a lobotomy would be beneficial. Listen, man. Let's see what happens. Let's not get all riled up, man. Let's not get all riled up. This guy ran that guy. Let's see what happens. It's not going to hurt. It's only going to make the UFC better. If PFL does good, the UFC is going to get better. Think about that. If PFL does better, the UFC is going to say, okay, listen, these guys are nipping at us. We got to do better. So competition is good. A lot of people are complaining about the UFC right now. They could use a little heat. They could. So I think this is great, man. Good for Francis. I'm glad he's getting paid. If PFL folds in a year, it will be hilarious. And then, you know, everyone could have their fun. But to all the people making videos exclusively just shitting on Francis Ngannou, guess what, guys? You might as well delete those videos. My man is still rich. My man has just signed a fun deal over here. He's getting other fighters paid. He might fight in Africa with the PFL before the UFC does it. His legacy is just going to be, it's just going to be compacted with more accolades. If that's the proper terminology, I don't know. I told you I can't read very well. So I put glasses on to make myself seem smarter. But I don't know. I like it. I don't hate it. Francis doesn't have to worry about elbows and PFL, more boxing style. That's not true. So to wrap around what I was saying before, if Francis is inserted in the tournament, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that is the case. If Francis is, it would be interesting. If he was thrown into the tournament, it'd be interesting. I just don't know how they would afford Francis Ngannou fighting, what, 5 fights in 1 year? If he keeps winning? And then how do they pay him for that? Think about that. He's going to be fighting in his exclusive section of PFL, just like Jake Paul. They're going to put fights together just to headline pay-per-views, and then you'll have the storyline of the championship, the season, the playoffs. You know, that's my guess. That's what I'm going to go with. If they insert him in a playoff, in a season and in the playoffs, I'd be surprised. Here's another thing they could do too. I mean, Francis was the champion of the UFC. Maybe they have Francis sit out the season and then do the playoffs. And what is that going to be, like 3 fights maybe? I don't know. Maybe they can do that, but I don't even think they're going to do that. I see Francis fighting in PFL maybe twice. I mean, you might just see him there once. Let me see. Is there any... I don't think there's a contract. I mean, he could leave whenever the hell he wants. He's not stuck. So there's no, like, 7-fight deal or anything like that. I have a feeling like you might just see him fight there once. Who knows? He's not fighting for another year. Here's the problem. Like, yeah, he might be next year. The problem with Francis, though, is he can't really wait much longer. 36. Next year, 37. I don't know. Was it January? Yeah, so next year he turns 37. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know at heavyweight, like Stipe's doing it in his 40s. I don't know how much longer he's going to want to do it for. He wants to get boxing in as well. Maybe 2 fights tops with PFL, if they're lucky. He's just going to headline some pay-per-views. He's going to try to make more money for fighters. He's going to use his name. It's going to be interesting. I hope PFL could find a way to make that money back. I think if they can go to Africa, there's a good chance they're going to make some significant money back. If they can go there. But if his opponents are making like, if you look at this, there's no way he could fight many fights. The PFL would never be able to afford that. If his opponents are making 7 figures, if he's making high 7 figures every single fight, I mean, you have 4 or 5 fights, they'll go bankrupt. Like, you can't fucking do that. So I think they're going to utilize his name. They're going to try to make a play to go into Africa. You know, they're going to try to do things that the UFC hasn't done, and then that's going to be their thing. I guess that's what's going to happen. But Ben Rothwell putting his name in the hat, I love it. I'm your Huckleberry. By the way, Ben Rothwell. So we got 3 weeks of fun guests coming on. I'm going to finally understand how to pronunciate the name of Kennedy Nzechukwu. I think it's Nzechukwu. I think that's how you say his name. This guy is this guy is in the UFC longer than I remember. You know, I remember him being in the Contender Series, and I was looking through his resume. I was like, holy smokes, man. That was in 2018. And now he's on a 3-fight win streak over here. He looks super in the zone. 30 years of age, a monster of a light heavyweight. He's going to be calling in this Wednesday from Germany, which I did not know, and I felt terrible. So he's going to be calling in from, like, we're going to be live at 10 p.m. Eastern time. He's going to be on at 4 a.m. in Germany. And I was like, oh my goodness. But he said he's going to do it, and that's like super savage of Kennedy. I cannot wait to interview this guy. He's got some freaking story, man. Some story. Another Nigerian power. And it's a tearjerker. Jesse put on our community section, if you want to, get a head start. Let me see if she put it out there yet. If you want to get a little head start on that. MMA guru. Who watches that guy? Let's see. MMA-Holes. Dude, I mean, look, I'm not even subscribed to look at this shit. I'm not even subscribed to him. Why is he here? Why am I getting recommended? Dude, what is going on with this guy? This guy is like super duper viral. I'm not even subscribed to him. It's the weirdest fucking shit. All right, and I'm on my second channel that I don't even watch any content. But apparently they think I need to watch this stuff. Let's see. Here we go. All right, so here's, if you could give this a like over here. Give us a like and give it a quick read. This is Jesse's. She's doing some blogs. She's trying something out here. When we drop the website, there's probably going to be a whole section where Jesse can get her stuff out. But on Kennedy Nzechukwu, he's got a crazy tear breaker of a story. So go check that out. So you got a head start. You can find out his life story. Not his life story, but a particular little story on his way into the UFC. But he's real fun. We got Cody Durden coming back on. He just came off his big win. He's fucking hilarious, man. I love that guy. Cody Durden's coming in, beat the shit out of a guy that, out-grappled a guy that was talking crazy smack. Ben Rothwell's coming on after that. So 3 powerful weeks on the MMA-Holes with guests. Very much looking forward to that. But Kennedy's coming on Wednesday, the MMA-Holes. Yeah. I watch all UFC content channels. I don't care. I'll watch them all. All right, hey, listen, I'm not. You can watch whatever the fuck you want. But this is the only channel I give money to. Thank you. I appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch shit. That's why it's weird when I get recommended stuff. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I will certain days, like I try to a couple of times a month. I try to just say live and then go into people's comment section and just say, hey man, you know, like just show face it and bounce. I'll go into comments and I'll write like wonderful, wonderful, and then bounce. And maybe because I do that, I guess I'm in the algorithm where people, they just recommend MMA stuff, or maybe because our channel has MMA content. I don't know what it is. But I'm trying to be as positive as possible to other content creators. But let's be serious. They all fucking suck. All right, here we go. Let's go here. All right, so talk to me in the chat. I'm going to play a little Bossa Ball. I haven't played in a week. It's been a minute since we've live streamed. I got to get this shit out of my system before the second baby comes. Because... I'm coming. I'm coming! Because that's going to take a lot of our time. So yeah. Let's try to win some games. Where did we leave off? Did we leave off with a win last game? I can't remember. Let's see. But yeah, I'm excited to see like what Francis could do over there. Eventually it's going to overlap with the UFC, so I hope, man, I hope they can coexist on different nights. Or at least different times, you know? Why is this happening? Yeah, well, I don't know what the fuck that is. Franchise? Yeah, I'm excited to talk to Kennedy, man. Very excited to talk to him. I think he's going to be very interesting. Super nice dude, man. Open the Discord. No opening. No, we're just going to do an early stream hangout. And then I gotta do a bunch of yard work. So, like I said, it's a little hot in her. So, wait, hold on. Let me see what we've been up to. Oh, we've been on a winning streak, so 4 in a row. Okay, 4 in a row. Heave ho, 4 in a row. Let's play. Play in Atlanta, the Braves. Okay. All of Francis' wins aren't aging well. I don't even care. I don't know. Like, does it bother you? I don't know. Like, are you trying to say he's not that good? It doesn't bother me. Auto film. Auto baby. Wow, how many guys? Marte's. Damn. Yo, what is my whole team tired? Oh shit. We're playing with the B squad tonight. Hanging with the boys. Hanging with the boys. Yes, celebrity softball. The Atlanta Braves going up against the 21-7. Braves are 14-14. What the? What is this? Dude, what is this? First pitch coming your way next. This is new. Nice. Well, I got rid of the music because of copyright reasons, so I'm assuming there's music playing there. We got a home game, guys. Francis is going to flatline Maurice Green because he's Jones's. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's right. Maurice Green's over there. Yeah, Francis would do naughty things to him. 2 Curtis Blades wins specifically the way Jones destroyed the franchise Frenchie in minutes. Well, I mean, Francis did not take Blades' soul. Yeah, it would have been cool to see Francis versus Jones. It would have been cool, but the whole idea that Francis ran from John Jones is just it's very silly. It's definitely a silly thing to say, because you could actually make a better argument that Jones waited for Francis to leave. With that being said, I would like to see Francis versus Bones. I mean, who wouldn't want to see that? Did I just hit his toe? Oh, that's not a good start. He's gonna put him in a body bag. Yeah. Dude, that'd be nuts. Yo, imagine Green's the other guy in the Africa fight. Dude, could you imagine? That'd be freaking nuts. All right. The fans don't like that call. I'm a little rusty, as you can see. We're gonna have to get. We gotta fight into strike zone. Here we go. How you doing? One more. Let's throw the fastball right over here. Uh-oh. That's fair. I can throw him out third. Good. Oh! Okay, first and third, no outs. Ouch, guys. Ouch. Bad start. I blame this on Francis Ngannou. He ran from Jelton. Who ran from Jelton? Ooh, that was close. Let's try it. We gotta get this guy out. Yeah. No, he didn't. He's still like a fight away from a title fight. Ah! Yeah, that would have been fun though. Oh shit! Shit balls! That's a run. 1-0. Damn it! Damn, what a terrible start. Okay. No problem. No worries. No fret. Oh God, help me. No home run. No. Oh my God, dude. This is a nightmare. All right, 2-0. Dude, what's going on? Stop it. Imagine I can't get out of the first inning. Oh, God. Oh, my God, dude. Braves they're IZZY. They're out of Sanyaing me right now. 3-0. John Almeida going to do this to the UFC Heavyweight Division probably. Oh, fuck, am I going to have to warm up the pen? This guy's going to get yanked from the first. Oh, God, help me. Oh, this is ugly. If I walk this guy, I'm going to have to warm up the pen. 3-0. I've had some crazy comebacks. Oh, my God, dude. All right. Dude, what the hell? Was Two Joints just saying, making fun of the settings? Would you like me to put it harder? 5-0. Holy shit. Yeah, okay. All right, guys. That's enough of this. Oh, my God, dude. What the fuck? Oh, my God. What the hell? All right, who's going long? All right. Warm him up. Oh, my God. I can't believe this. Just getting destroyed. Look at the batting chat. He's like, my God, what the hell was that? Dude, I don't even have a bar. I don't have a bar to hit anymore. Like, there's no accuracy bar. It's gone. That's how bad this dude's pitching. Holy shit. 24 pitches. Oh, God, no. Dude, he couldn't even. Oh, my God. Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Got the top of the this is #1 bullshit. Yeah, I don't have an accuracy bar anymore. That's a first. Haven't seen that. 5-0 first inning. Oh, my God. All right, strike two. Can we strike this guy out? What do you think? All right. Right here. I don't even know where's the accuracy on this thing. Oh, pop him up. Pop him up. Run. Ah. Hey, we got a strikeout. Start over. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. How's he doing? He's warm. Get out of here. Let's go. Okay. Get that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of the game. Holy smokes. Let's watch this guy pitch like trash. That's pretty funny, man. So your guy gets beat up early, they get rid of the accuracy bar. So you just gotta like wing it. What else does he got? Oops, that's a terrible pitch. All right, he's ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, go right at him. Okay, I'm gonna trick this guy, guys. I'm gonna trick him. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ready? There we go. It's one. Look at this shit! What the fuck? Dude, what was that?
And it's now a 6-run lead. And in its second with an RBI double. Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out. He got the job done right there.
I mean, come on. What the fuck? Dude. Dude. What was that? Oh my god. This is the worst start I've ever had in this game. Wow, I guess rust is a real thing. You don't touch this game in a week? What the what how can I possibly be this bad? Okay. Oh my god, routine fly. Chase it. 1 out, man. On second and third. I tell you, man. That's why these kids are so good at these games. Hey, I'll take it. You gotta you gotta stay fresh. You gotta stay. You gotta keep that game playing. You can't be taking time off. That's what I'm trying to say. Can't get the words out. How many times did we go through the order? Okay, one more strike. Get out of here. Ah!
It's a good take.
Ah, I can't hit it.
Counts full, 3-2. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Oh, we got him.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
All right. Wow, we're going to the Super Bowl. All right, we got out of it. He's gonna fight Tin Cans. Are they checking my glove? Okay, just got 6 runs. That's all. They chased our starter out. The best is I gotta get 6 runs with like the backup squad. Everyone's exhausted. Crazy, man, crazy. Francis fumbled the bag badly. Nah, listen. Rewind the stream. You'll get my take on it. I think honestly, as a selfish fan, I wanted to see him stay in the UFC, but now I kind of get it. I kind of get what happened. It actually worked out very well. Francis Ngannou is rich. He's already rich. He's already rich, and he's still making a shitload of money, doing it his own way, his way. So, yeah, run the stream back if you want to get my whole rant. Oh, come on. Dude, what the fuck? What is this? Did you see that fucking ball? What is?
And the Mets, nothing.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Dude, what is this? Dude flipped it with his glove. Did you see?
All set for the start of the
Am I being trolled? What the? My man, he did a little alley like whoop with his glove. Oh my god, this is gonna be one of those games. If they're making plays like that,
Next pitch is inside.
shit.
He's got power and he's also
What the hell? My guys are dropping routine fly balls, and these guys are flipping it,
help go to the next level.
playing like the baseball version of the Harlem Globetrotters. Come on, he's swinging.
No appeal, and the count is 3-1. Swing and
3-2.
3-2 now.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball.
Da, 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 da. I'm still gonna win this game, guys. I'm gonna win it. You'll see. You'll see.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit.
I'll find it. I'll find the comeback.
Just not able to put
Greatest comeback of all time, incoming.
Takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Okay, let's see me drop this.
Field.
Ran into the guy.
Drifts towards it.
Yay!
And there's 2 away.
All right. 2 away.
To the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. In there for strike
Thank you.
1.
Thank you.
Next offering is fouled back.
You're about to be struck out, bitch.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
See? Settle in. Settle in with my
Here's a
relief
big
pitcher.
power threat. Heedle on
Here comes 6-1. Here it comes. I can't believe they made that double play.
to work. Into center and a base hit.
Leadoff hit. Okay. Polar Pete. Got slow poke. No double play, please.
He did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be part of the
Come on, Frisco.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Hey, you crossed the halfway mark to funding your website. Let's go, champ.
Thank you, Tropic Tom. That was courtesy of Ninja Choke. Thank you for the $2 donation. And look at this! Look at this, baby! 6-2. Thank you, Tropic Tom. Bring in the luck. $2 donation, 2 runs for you. If you drop a donation, I'm going to get that amount of runs. I'm going to deliver. I'm going to deliver. Take it. Woo! Yeah! Lindor hits it in the upper deck. Come on, Tropic. You got me fired up. All right, 6-2.
First offering is fouled off.
Shit, I got ahead of that.
Could be tough to bounce back after a big run, but nobody on.
It's doing that sound thing again, guys. Why is it doing that sound thing? What did I do to fix that the last time? Oh. Let me see. Dude, why? What the fuck? It's like they're trying to toy with me. They're trying to toy with me. There we go. Oh, fuck. $2 donation, 2 runs. Just like that. Delivered.
Here's the 0-2.
0-2? Oh, you're swinging at.
It's a strikeout.
It's okay.
No, that pitch wasn't
It's
even
okay.
close to being a strike, and that just goes to
It's okay.
show you how defensive
Damn, Lindor
hitters can
just
become when they're up
rocked
against
that
an
thing.
0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly
Whoa.
anxious. He was
Jam me up.
swinging when the ball
Drop.
hit the hand.
Ah.
Albies racing makes the catch.
Yeah, so we hit the 10K mark last night. Ninja Choke went ham. Got us there, so thank you again for that. Getting closer and closer. Oh, fuck. Oh, there we go. I'll take it.
And it gets by him.
I'll take it. Thank you, thank you.
Really nice job staying up the middle.
I'm telling you, it's only the second inning.
Too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
I can still do this.
Digging in, Francisco Alvarez.
Still very early. Oh, damn.
Swing at a ball lifted to
Drop.
center field. He'll
All right, 2 runs.
pulls it in on the run. Two come across
Let's watch
the
this again,
score
guys.
in the inning,
A thing of
courtesy
beauty.
This 2-run homer.
Oh, he crushed it.
2 ball game. Third inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week.
They got 7
Out of
hits.
the third inning, here's the left fielder.
28
Marcell
pitches.
Ozuna. And he deals. That's in there.
Hey!
Ozuna getting to start in left.
Yeah, so if you're jumping in right now, we spoke about Francis Ngannou. I gave you my thoughts on the PFL situation with that. Reason why I wanted to go live was to just get that out of the way. Oh, here we go. We'll get Kennedy Nzechukwu's opinion tomorrow. I'm sure he'll have some kind words.
The umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things. And
Maybe I should make him a starter. Damn. It's in the zone. Oh. Get it, get it. Oh! What'd I do? Dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, why'd I dive? Why'd I dive? I shouldn't have dove. That was so stupid, man. Trying to make a crazy play. Here, let's watch this again. Oh, why'd I dive? Look. I'm trying to. Oh, man. What a mess. Terrible. That run will come in. No, it won't. Oh, God. I gotta warm up the pen. Damn it. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a pitcher. I should just put this guy on base.
Swing and a miss, strike one. On the ground.
I gotta go to first. Damn it. 7-2. Ah. Fuck. That sucks. That sucks, man. The only reason why this game is so out of control is my horrific fielding.
5 inches, 235 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. And he takes a strike. Next one is off the plate. And now 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner for his first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead.
How you doing over here? Still getting warm? Okay.
Into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those
Try to get a double play.
best. That is, if you are the offensive side of
Ooh. Scurry, scurry.
Takes the strike.
Here it is. Ah. Okay. Here we go. Strike 3.
Impressive resume already. 2 times an All-Star. Twice he's won the Silver Slugger, and he's one of the smallest players in the league. Next offering is fouled back.
Okay, here we go. A little trickery over here. Trickery. Ready?
especially from the right side. This is a guy that had
There it is.
Swing and a miss.
Sit up. Damn, man.
Ready to go.
Well, because I dove like a fool.
Here's the Mets leadoff man. Darren
Still at the third. Bottom of third. Get out of here.
drive to left field.
Oh, yeah. Oh, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Oh, my God. I would have got thrown out second. Whoa. I was going to go for 2. Yeah, but when they dive for the ball, it stops right there. It doesn't go flying past them. Escobar. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Oh, good bunt. Good bunt. Solid bunt. Run. Oh, what a bunt. What a bunt. You like that, baby? It died. You see that ball die? Woo! Let's go. That was close. Here we go. All right, this is the guy you want up in this spot. Take your time. Wait for your pitch. Good eye. Good eye. Come on, Jeff. My name is Jeff. Oh, shit. No.
to second. On to Olsen. That's 2.
Oh, God. Damn it. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, my God. That was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
All right. Man on third. Damn, man. That makes me nauseous. Dude! That definitely fooled me. Way ahead. Okay. Come on, Petey. Come on, Petey. Oh, my God. Shit, I thought that was going to be a outside, and it's just... Ugh. I had to swing late. Protect the plate. Right to him. Oh, throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away.
Gets it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that is the third out of the inning. Mets leave 1. They're down 5.
That was terrible, man. What a start to the inning, and I just... Oh, I got to take this guy out. Go one more.
And here it comes.
One more. One more. You got one more in you? 50 pitches? One more. One more. Oh, I was so close.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here we go. Here it is. Ah!
It's through for a hit.
Dude, if I dive one more... Yeah, just the bunt. Man, such a waste of a good bunt, right? All right. Get out of here. You did enough. You must sit down. All right, let's put this clown in. All right, he's ready.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And he swings and misses at the initial offer. And strike 2. I think we're sitting off.
Giggity, goo.
And he'll 2. The punch out there.
One.
Away.
One down. Okay, ready? Here comes the double play, guys.
I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series. We've seen no adjustment out of him so far.
Acuna, up for the
Acuna Matata.
Watches that one miss. Swing and a miss. 1-1. And now it's even 1-1. Chris, the tools for Acuna, the one thing that jumps out for being power.
Ready? Ready?
Right center field pop, and we saw him in the All-Star game a few years ago. He looked like a left-handed hitter hitting home runs that direction.
1-2 now.
Go, Chase. Oh, shit. That got, oh, damn. I got lucky there.
Not just offensively, but this is a guy that has a cannon of an arm. He's thrown balls in over.
Hey, sit down. Okay. Matt Olson.
1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back to the first. In for his strike.
So far, so good. 0-2. All right, you know where this is going? Right there. Thank you. Ah! Just missed. You like turtles?
I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
3 up, 3 down. Coming in from the pen, striking people out. All right, so he got a home run with that pitch right there. A little high. Oh. Fucking hell. Tommy Fan. Oh, man. I gotta stop first pitch swinging. Shit. Fit. 2 outs already. Hey, we got a hit. So anyway, what's going on in the chat? How's it going?
Wonderful, wonderful.
We got tropical.
You dive more than Greg Louganis. Enough of the gold medal Guinness. Let's go, champ.
I know, man. Thank you. Thank you. All right, it's $2. I got to get 2 runs now. I got a man on first. Here comes my 2-run home run. Ready? Here it comes. Okay. All right. Easy, easy. All right, we got to hit a 2-run shot for that. We at least got to get 2 runs in this inning now. Oh, no! Drop it, drop it. Son of a bitch. Thank you for the 2, man. Appreciate that. Tropic Tom dropping a deuce.
There's the strike.
You know, these Braves really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the
0-2.
Get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Oh, come on. Can we make this? Yay! All right. You're disappointed. How dare you? I must work my hardest to satisfy you, to please you. Top of the 5th, 7-2. That nightmare first inning. That was your pitch, bud. That was your pitch. You're not getting that again.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Pretty nasty cutter right there.
Nice.
And you're seeing that pitch,
nice.
that location a lot more these days.
2 down. Now we're settling in.
Mariano Rivera can at least partially be credited for that, thanks to
There you go. Easy. Francis just buried himself alive. PFL don't got money like that. He isn't a big enough name to draw millions on his own either. You got to watch back the beginning, and you'll be eating those words. I broke it down in a way where you're like, oh, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, come on, dude. What am I swinging at? You'll see. Definitely got to watch the beginning of the stream. Oh, dude. Shit just dropped. Oh, God, this is a terrible start. The shit was almost behind me and I swung. Run it back, bro. Run it back. You catch all. I did what, like 20 minutes on it?
Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing side. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Oh. I didn't go. What do you know? I didn't go. Okay, come on. That would have been ball 3. 2-1. Bottom of the 5th. 1 out.
Big swing and a miss.
Okay. 2-2. Where was that? Shit, man. Ouch! Good at bat. Good at bat. Strong, solid, sexy. Okay. Really slow guys. Perfect. I like the sound of the perfect hit. Oh, fucking I suck so bad at this game. Why? ESPN is about to put all their money in the new UFC TV deal, not going to have nothing left to give PFL. Well, we shall see. We shall see. You got to remember, for them to ink this deal, there is a backup plan, right? They're not just going to dump a bunch of money on a guy without the backup plan. These people are way smarter than us, PFL, you know? So it's not like they're gonna do just fine. But it's always possible. There we go. It's always possible that, you know, shit can fall apart, but I would say there's a low percentage of it. Because they're not really putting all their eggs in one basket with Francis, because I think Francis fights tops 2 times. It's all like a publicity stunt. Uh-oh. There we go. Finally, we're making some catches.
And he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Where did you get that number, 80%? I'm telling you, a lot of people want this thing to fall apart, especially UFC fans. Want this thing to completely fall apart. It's a good thing that they did here on both sides. Especially if they can have an event in Africa. If they have an event in Africa before the UFC is able to pull that off, dude. What do you think? What do you think the UFC haters are going to start doing? They're going to just start tearing apart the UFC. Their goal, PFL, is basically get that pay-per-view. Damn, man. The pay-per-view system a little, you know, more people to buy pay-per-views. That's their end game. They want that. That's what they want, the juice. So they're just dangling Francis out there for these quote-unquote big pay-per-view nights. They got Jake Paul for that reason. It's all part of the plan. All right, we're going to have to warm up the pen again. I think Francis wins. I think the PFL wins. I think the fans win. Because if their plan completely plays out and works the way they want it to, it lights a fire in the UFC's ass. I'm not saying they're going to surpass the UFC, but it's definitely going to make some noise. You'd be surprised that they're profitable. You have to remember, too, the advertisers. So think about this. PFL's making their money off of pay-per-view sales, tickets, but more importantly than anything, sponsorships, advertisers. What they're going to do is they're going to dangle out. We have the, what do you, like, you guys, man, this is business. This is fucking business. They're going to say to the sponsors and the advertisers, they're going to say, listen, we have literally the baddest man on the planet. Shell out the money, boys. Think about that. Shell it out. Shell it out. You want to get your ads on the cage. You want to be on the commercials for the biggest, baddest man on the planet. Shell it out. Sponsorships is how PFL is going to just rake it in. Sponsorships. It's just they have to make sure, and they got Jake Paul, who is not the greatest fighter of all time, but you know what he's very good at? He's good at conning his audience and some of the MMA community. Jake Paul is one of the best con artists out there. He's literally fighting Nate Diaz. He conned everyone into wanting to see himself fight Nate Diaz, which is crazy, but it's happening. PFL is putting together people, not that just are going to rake in all these pay-per-view buys, but they're pulling in people. They're trying to get eyes for sponsorships. Even if they don't make it all on the pay-per-view sales, their social media posts, as long as the advertisements are being seen on social, on top of the pay-per-views, it's about sponsorships. That's what it's about. So I'm telling you, man, PFL is not going to hurt from this deal. And Francis Ngannou is already rich, and he's going to make a boatload more money. He's not going to be making $20 million per fight here, but he has, I mean, we spoke about it earlier. You can go down that rabbit hole, and you can see exactly what Francis is getting. Francis is not getting hurt by this. It only helps him. It only helps the people that he is fighting. And this is all a publicity stunt, guys. This man is, what, 36? He's 36 years old. This is a publicity stunt. That's exactly what it is. They're not going to insert Francis into their tournament, I don't think, at least. Bud Light, of course. Big logo. Big Bud Light logo on the cage, on the canvas. I'm telling you, like, trust me, this is a big deal. This is a big deal for the PFL. You know? They're going to market it very intelligently. And let's be serious, as fans, aren't you a little bit more interested now? Like, aren't you a little interested? Like, let's see how Francis does. Even if you don't like Francis, you know, as an MMA fan, I kind of want to see what he does. You know? I want to see Ben Rothwell fight him.
Soroka back to work.
Uh-oh, come on. Oh, man, I'm really shitting the bed.
Slings to first.
All right, we have to make up some ground here.
Now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso.
Oh, jeez.
Riley.
Damn, man.
On to first.
They're in a groove now.
A couple of quick outs.
By the time 2024 comes around, we'll all have forgotten. About what, though?
Francisco Lindor.
He should have signed with... He's gonna... You know he'll do something with WWE. He already spoke about doing something with them. I'm sure he'll do something crazy with them. But then again, I guess with... Uh-oh. All right, I'll take it. I guess with Endeavor involved, maybe not. Do you think that, like, 2024 rolls around, we're not going to be talking about Francis anymore? Is that what you say? I mean, that's very true, too. That's very possible. I think, honestly, the play with the UFC, with PFL getting Francis is Africa. I think that's what it is. And look how we treat our fighters. We treat our fighters great. Come fight for us. Because it's working for bare knuckle, right? It's working for bare knuckle. They're dressing it up where fighters are like, hey, they're treating us a lot better over here. Meanwhile, their face is getting all carved up. If you could still fight MMA and get paid a lot more, you know, they'll get specific names to come over. Francis is just opening the door for other fighters. Francis is a net worth of $5 million. Don't say he never has to work again. Bro, dude, if I had a net worth of $5 million, I would never have to work again. I would never. You invest it, and you're good. You're golden. Dude, he never has to work again. Francis Ngannou never has to work again. If you think that, oh my God, because he signed with PFL, he's screwed. Like, what? You can take... Dude, give me $1 million. I could fall off the face of the earth. I could literally fall off the face. I invest into property, reinvest, bang, I'm out. It's like it's not brain surgery. What do you think? You got to make like $40 million to survive these days? No, it's not true. If you make the appropriate investments. Now, if Francis is running around buying old fancy cars and fancy houses and getting hookers every night, you know, fancy jewelry, then no. You know, he probably has to keep working. I don't think Francis was digging fucking ditches. This dude understands how to live. PFL is going to make Francis do all the work. They're going to give him money for Africa, then say, go make it on your own. Then he will see how hard it is. Oh, my God. You guys are nuts, man. You guys hate Francis. There are a series of YouTube channels out there shitting on Francis Ngannou. I know I'm not in the popular group over here saying, oh, look, he left the UFC and screwed himself. Guys, he did not screw himself. He already won the belt, defended the belt at heavyweight at the biggest dance, and then took off. Look at Mighty Mouse. Do you think Mighty Mouse gives a fuck what he's doing? And he's making a lot less money than Francis. Do you think Mighty Mouse, when he left the UFC, he was like, oh, I just ruined my career because I let them trade me for fucking Ben Askren? No. Think about it. Francis is fine. He's fine. He made this deal. He's probably going to fight in boxing as well. Because that is open. That's on the table as well over here. You can see it here. No exclusive, non-exclusive with regards to boxing. Dude, this guy can do whatever the fuck he wants. He literally signed, look at this contract he signed. Guarantee a high 7-figure purse for each fight. Okay, high 7-figure. A split of the event net profit, which is probably not going to be much. I can't see them making much there, but still, it's extra cash. A signing bonus or salary to serve as a brand ambassador for the PFL. So they're going to trot him around, and now he's a brand ambassador, making money that way. The right to have his own sponsors in the cage is massive. Massive. Because even if the pay-per-views don't do great, if Francis Ngannou goes in there and starches someone and that shit goes viral on his trunks, he's got, I don't know, fucking Burger King. And it's getting a ton of views. Just the sponsorship alone on his trunks or whatever in the cage, the logo on the fucking pillar, massive money. Dude, this guy is not stupid. You know, he's not stupid. And then, if you think about this, other fighters, look, the non-championship clause or other extensions, so he's not tied down. And then you have the minimum salary. But this is nuts. This is the craziest part right here. A minimum salary possibly as high as $1 million for his opponents, which leads me to believe he's not going to be in the tournament. He's going to be doing like one-off fights here and there. Basically, they're using Francis right now as to be the face of the organization. We have ourselves the biggest, baddest man on the planet. And we're going to try to get this thing to Africa. We're going to try to sell more pay-per-views. We're going to try to get more sponsors on the, on the cage. It's fantastic for the PFL. It's fantastic for Francis. It's fantastic for the fighters that are fighting Francis. Everyone wins. Everyone wins. Looks like Riley from Boondocks grown up on steroids in this picture. Yeah, I mean, wonderful. I can't hate, man. Good for him. I'm happy for him.
I bet the PFL won't Photoshop his jump. That has to be worth something, right?
That's true, yeah. Think about that. That's a good point. Think about that. You got, like, the UFC does, Francis had to get out of there. And one of the big reasons that he had to get out of there is because look what they did to Biggie Boy. Another heavyweight that will never be champion. I mean, look what they did to Biggie Boy. Do you think Francis Ngannou, he wants to be around this? Biggie Boy's cock, Biggie Boy's vagina. I mean, what the hell? You got to get the hell out of there. Getting paid peanuts, taking your dick off. I mean, the UFC's literally taking their fighters' dicks off. Junk rights. No, I say, listen, guys, man. I know you guys, like, everyone loves to watch people fail. It's a weird phenomenon. There are YouTube channels out there just dancing on Francis saying, haha, when he left the UFC and just doing tons of videos. I was guilty at some point too, like, he fucked up. But you know what? A good YouTube channel and a good YouTube host would take the information and say, okay, wait, hold on a second. Maybe I'm not right on this. Maybe I'm a little bit off. Francis wins. He's just fine. He still could box. He's fighting in the PFL. He could headline an event in Africa. And the thought of PFL doing that Africa event before the UFC does it. Dude, Francis would be laughing his ass off. Jones says he's done after Stipe. What if he follows Francis to PFL? Bro, I don't know how many fights he has left on his contract. Actually, no. Jones, didn't Jones sign like a 7-fight deal? Bones is going nowhere. He is going nowhere. He's going to retire, and he's going to be stuck to the UFC. The UFC would never let him go. He literally signed his soul to the UFC. But he's fine, too, Dude, that'd be hilarious, though. Take a pitch. All right, maybe not that one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I say good for Francis. Good for the PFL. I'm interested. Now, listen, who the fuck is Francis going to fight over there? And here's the interesting thing, too. Every big name that has really come from the UFC and gone over to PFL has lost. So, dude, if Francis goes in there and takes an L, we got a problem. Francis goes in there and takes an L, we have a massive problem. They have to put someone in front of Francis that he's going to just run over. They can't give him any sort of challenge. Because then, forget it, man. Oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible. If he takes an L. Okay, yeah, if he takes an L, massive problem. Yeah, if he loses to some yeah. Then if you do not like Francis Ngannou, you can just dance on his grave. He's going to be rich no matter what. But then, like, there's the issue. So what the PFL has to do here, no matter what they put together for Francis, they have to make sure that this man wins. It is imperative that Francis Ngannou does not step into that cage and lose. He can't. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Everything falls apart. I mean, unless I mean, I don't know how you make your money back. Like, unless they for the first fight where he comes back, they sign these massive long-term sponsorships that can cover, you know, these fees. Yeah, but we'll see. If he loses, I mean, Francis don't give a fuck, right? He's gonna get what, like $9 million or some shit like that. Like, he's not gonna care. MMA is the most fun sport. It is a great. It really is. It is a great sport. And I hope PFL does well. I hope a lot of organizations do well. Because PFL actually treats us pretty well. Like, we can get press access with no problems over there, and they actually treat media like really good. He went. Did I warm up the pen? I did. Okay, last pitch for this guy. I completely lost my whole train of thought. Oh boy. Shit. Here comes ball 4. Okay. We're back in it. 3-2. Let's see if we can get this done. Last pitch, hopefully, for... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh! Oh, my God, I just ran to the wall head first. Well, that sucks. Okay. Thank you. You did good. You did good enough. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, here we go. Bullpen. I don't even know why I'm bothering. Okay. Be optimistic. We can do this. We can do it. All right, he's ready.
He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Yes.
That's in there.
They got investors. They got that ESPN cash.
Got the back going too soon at strike 2.
Sponsorships, and if they're on ESPN, they're not hurting. How do you think the UFC is doing it? You know, like, think about it. The UFC pay-per-view buys have been trashed. They've been so bad that they don't even release the numbers anymore, right? Fighters are getting their pay-per-view buys. Nothing's getting released anymore. But because they're with ESPN, they don't have to fucking worry about that shit anymore. Because you have to tie in gate sales. You got to tie in social media, how their social media does. As long as sponsors are getting exposure, it's not as much about like pay-per-view buys or ratings anymore. You need social media to take off a little too. And I guess they're doing all right. Oh shit. Oh, that's great. Acuna Matata, 8-2. Oh, is this the game of the week? Oh, it is game of the week. Yeah, yeah. I guess that's why that weird special intro they had. That's actually kind of cool. I'm like, what the hell's up with this intro? So this was game of the week, and it's 8-2.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Oh boy. He went.
But he went too far, and it's 2-1.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Double play incoming.
At the belt fires.
There it is.
Softly hit to third.
Because I see these things, guys. So that? You like that? I see these things. I can't really talk too much shit. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ground. Yeah, I tell you what, I am not stoked about 289 at all. Even the card this weekend, it's like, damn, man. Although people are liking my Mackenzie Dern impersonation. People are liking it. I get excited when fighters start hitting that like on Instagram for when I make fun of fighters. Like, it's like, okay, they got a sense of humor. I dig that. McKenna. It's amazing that I'm going to win this game. That's when I'm swinging it. Rosenstrike should sign. Oh my God! Yeah, imagine him with BKFC. Yeah, he's kind of like Rosenstrike's in this weird, bizarro. Here we go. That's 2. Oh, this guy's so slow though. I'm gonna go anyway. Who cares? I know he's slow, but I didn't care. I didn't care. That slow bastard. It's okay. Yeah, imagine Rosenstrike at BKFC. That'd be nuts.
That misses off the outside edge.
I can't believe that. Damn. I wanted that double so bad. Ah! Jamming me up.
Takes it himself. Play made, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. And it's still 8.
They do. They could pull it off. You have to remember, Francis is not fighting 7 fights. He's lucky if he's fighting 1. Let me just say this. Francis might not even fight in the PFL. Let me just throw that out there. Francis Ngannou, who has signed with the PFL, he may not even fight for them. This could all be a publicity stunt. These people are way smarter than us. Way, way smarter. I think the plan is to try to figure out, okay, how can we get this shit into Africa? Who's the opponent going to be? You know, this could be just a complete straight-up publicity stunt. You get paid if you fight. So what is the PFL going to do? They're going to make sure when he does fight, they're going to make sure they can get that money back. So try to get the sponsorships on board, put some sort of card together that makes sense, some sort of pay-per-view. Once the sponsorships are lined up, saying, okay, this is the worst possible scenario if he does fight. Francis versus Perry in Africa. Come on, guys. It's not like baseball where you sign in like in a abnormal contract and now you're stuck playing the season and they have to worry about how they're going to fucking pay these guys. You know? Bait and switches ain't smart. If they do that, no one will believe PFL announcement again. Has Jake Paul fought yet? He's not fighting, right? He says maybe 2024. He may not even fight. Bait and switch is very smart when you're trying to get buzz. You're trying to get social media buzz. You notice they make this announcement, it's all over. It's everywhere. It's all over social media. Let's see the original announcement. I mean, look at this. Look at these. How many posts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's Paige Van Zandt. What's she saying? What's she talking about?
Just dropped an absolute bomb in the sports world. Francis Ngannou, the Predator, officially on the PFL roster. This is absolutely insane. So the PFL.
How much you get paid for that? Look at this, dude. They're fucking going. They're going ham on it. I tell you what, they're not getting 37,000, 21,000, 62,000. So they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 posts. 13 posts. They popped off on Instagram about this. They got other personalities posting shit up there. So they share it on their social media. So Jake Paul is posting it.
Welcome to the...
Jake Paul's got 23 million followers. I mean... It's a social media game. You can't be thinking rabbit ears, cable TV, satellite. You got to be thinking of the social media era and how you can monetize. Think about this. Like for instance, like we're building our brand just off of YouTube. Now you got ESPN backing you. You got like team of people pushing out your social media content and just like war rooms where guys are getting together and piecing it all together, you know, putting all this. It's bigger than just the actual fights. You got to look past it to see what they're doing, man. Here we go. Mom knows best. Even the baddest man on the planet agrees. So here's his mom wearing a PFL shirt. Francis' big goofy smile on his face. There's a reason, man. Francis is like, I get the last laugh. And PFL knows, they know what they're doing. They're not stupid. They didn't sign him for like $20 million a fight like that. You know, everyone thought, you know, that's what he was trying to get. It's crazy, man. I can't stand Paige. I can't. I don't care how pretty she is. I do. I literally like. I want to.
The PFL.
I just want to. If I was driving and I was listening to Paige Van Zandt, I would just hard cut to the right and take out everyone to the right to me, smash through whatever divider, and try to kill myself. I don't like. Think about this. Eventually, she's going to get old. Eventually, she's going to get ugly. The voice is never going to change. It's just going to get worse. It doesn't matter how hot you are. If you have a horrible voice, if you're a Mackenzie Dern, your looks are going to go and you're going to be stuck. As a husband, you're going to be stuck listening to, oh my God, dude. Don't marry that. Smash it. Don't marry it. Take my advice, boys. If your girlfriend has a horrible voice, dump her now. Don't marry. Don't put a ring on her. And if your wife has an annoying voice, divorce her immediately. Find a new one. You heard it here first, boys. You learn so much. You learn so much here at Not the MMA-Holes, you know?
The 2-1. Swings it down.
Anyone know how I'm going to win this game? Sit down. 8-2. It's like the boys forget there's almost 4 billion women on the planet. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I went to the hospital. I don't know if you heard this story, but we went Mother's Day night. Anyway, on Mother's Day that evening, we went to the hospital. Jesse's fine. But when we were there and this whole kidney stone thing was going down, I turned around and there was a chart because we're in the maternity section, right? And babies are being born. And I'm looking at the month of May, and it's like, I forgot, it was like a taco joke. And it had the girls and the boys. Every time you look at girls and boys being born, there's always more girls. There's always more girls being born. There's less of us dudes. It feels like there's, like in this chat, there's probably not one female here. I don't know if there's any females in here. When we're on the MMA-Holes and we're having our fight night streams, probably 7% is what I've seen is a female population, all dudes. But on Earth, not in Earth, on Earth, there's a lot of women out there. Don't settle for that voice. Have some fucking standards. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if you do have that voice and you're a young lady, don't worry. You can find a man. There's always a guy out there that wants a part of that voice.
Out there to center.
Go.
Calls it in 2-away.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, I'm in Arizona, so I'm okay. In some like if I was in New York, you'd probably say boy, girl, other, tacos and burritos and enchiladas. I don't know.
First pitch and he just misses.
By the way, I'm joking around. I'm sort of serious, but there's an element of humor to it. So please, if you're a young lady and you have a horrible voice, or if you're married to or girlfriend, don't take any offense to it. If you're in love, you're in love. Okay? But if there's any doubt, get the fuck out.
Now it's even up.
She has nice boobs. I know. You like. I mean, listen, they look great. They look great here. But they're fake, man. You might as well bang a blow-up doll. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. You guys like it looks great. Don't get me wrong. Listen, it's not like I would turn her down. Like, who am I? But I'm just saying here, man. As soon as I know they're fake and, I don't know. It's just not the same, man. They're not fake? Casey, you know they're fake. What do you mean? We did a whole stream on it. She got them done. She got those things done. I hope I didn't screw up your masturbating regimen. They look better in a bra. Oh wait, have you seen them outside? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm telling you right now, fake boobs look great in bras. They look great in bras, but when they take the bra off and they stay in place and the nipple is not round anymore, it's like this weird oval shape because the fucking skin's getting stretched out, and then you grab them and you're like, what the fuck? This feels like I'm palming a basketball. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. It's weird.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Stays alive.
But, you know, girls get it done to make themselves feel better and stuff like that. So, listen, if that's something ladies want to do, that's fine.
On the ground to third, Escobar.
And some guys are more, you know, they want to walk around with the trophy.
Down in order, go
So, I get it.
back here at the ballpark. Now it's the right.
I had a young lady that had fake breasts.
Back to work. That one fouled off.
Wasn't the biggest fan. Come on, baby. Ouch.
And a foul ball.
That was a rough swing. Damn, that was the pitch. Okay. I have 2 innings to get something done, including this one. So, let's do that.
Swinging.
I have, bro. I mean, I think most men have at some point, right? Multiple times. In different scenarios. And I actually was like with someone that... Actually, I was with them before... And then I was with them after, and I preferred before. And she had some very weird breasts. Before. And I still rather the before situation. I understand why she did it. That McGregor Netflix documentary. Oh, it's tomorrow? I will watch. I will watch it. I'm just like buying time here before I take the L. I feel like I could come back, but, you know, I just, you know, I feel like I'm going to give them a game. You know, just let me give them a game. Can we get rid of this thing? No.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
You like, all right, you like, she's a little thick? Yeah, if you watch her YouTube, too, she's more natural with her, you know, she's not, like, super duper skinny. She's curvy. So there you go. More cushion for the pushing. All right. That was a good inning. Solid inning. What? Come on. I'm just going to leave this guy in here for as long as I can. Chances are we're done for. Special announcement from Dana? Where? Hold on. Is that true? I'm probably going to squeeze one more game, and then I'm going to shut this thing down. I thank everyone for stopping by. I know we usually... Oh, here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm live right now.
Rounds between the number 2 and number 3 light.
I went to the doc because my boobs stood straight out whenever I removed my bra. He had me perform this maneuver several times in front of him. When I asked if he had any idea what was wrong, all he could tell me was that he was certain it was contagious.
Wow. Thank you, Vishwana, for donating during an early stream. I appreciate that, man. Young lady.
Alex Pereira in his first fight at light heavyweight. Plus, Tony Ferguson versus Bobby Green. Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland.
Bro, wow.
And Paulo Costa is back, and he takes on Contender Series standout Ikram Aliskerov.
Oh, boy.
The prelims are going to be on ABC, and some of the other big fights include Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima, and Stephen Thompson takes on Michelle Pereira.
Okay.
Tickets go on sale Friday, June 2nd at Ticketmaster.com. The Utah event last summer was a blast, and I'm looking very forward to getting back to the Delta Center. Now, in August, we told you a few weeks ago that we were targeting Boston, Massachusetts, and now it is official.
Oh.
UFC 292 on August 19th,
Aljo.
the fight everybody's been waiting for.
Oh, my God.
Aljamain Sterling versus Sugar Sean O'Malley.
They hate Aljo.
O'Malley is unbeaten in his last 5 fights and will be the 4th Contender Series alum to fight for a UFC title. The co-main event will be Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemos, who won 7 of her last 8 fights.
Amanda
and that
Lemos.
fight is obviously going to be for Weili's strawweight title. Back in Boston for the first time in almost 4 years, and we will see you this Saturday for Dern versus Hill on ESPN+. And do not forget, Power Slap is back live in...
Oh, fuck off. Wow. Oh, I can't... Power Slap is back?
What's up, everybody? I will be going live.
All right. Yeah, look at this. Dude, fuck off. Sorry. Oh, my God. Okay. So, Aljo, one of the quickest turnarounds to defend his belt again. They're just dragging him over to Boston against O'Malley. O'Malley. I didn't hear the beginning of it. What? Don't tell me the BMF belt is back. Is that true? Where's the full announcement? Let me see. There it is. There's the full announcement. Oh, God, that's funny. UFC. So Newman is Joaquin Buckley's is going to welterweight against Fiallo, Andre Fiallo. That's a good fight. That's cool. Conor McGregor, Netflix documentary. All right, so let's go to ESPN. Where's the BMF? So who's fighting for the BMF belt? I can't wait to make fun of this. It's been vacated. Dude, what the fuck? Oh my God. So here's John Jones, and no matter what other promotions say, no matter what some fighters say, no matter what media says, who do you think is the baddest motherfucker on the planet? Me, says Francis. Calling yourself the baddest man on the planet from across the street. Who does that? Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here's Jake Paul. Oh, my God. Look at Jake Paul. What he's doing here. Or let's have PFL and UFC work together and put on a massive event on ESPN. Ngannou versus Jones. Nunes versus Harrison. Edwards versus who the fuck is that guy? And, of course, Diaz versus Paul after I knock his ass out in boxing. Okay? There's the other side of things. There's the other side of things. So, they are both signed to ESPN. They are both with ESPN. That could totally be a thing. There could be a UFC PFL crossover. Very possible. That is not impossible. And that would justify there it is. Dude, that makes all the sense. Because now Francis Ngannou's opponent is making the big bucks. So that side of the deal is taken care of. So that's like an escape for PFL. Dude. That's it. All the UFC has to say is, listen, yeah, we'll do this, but don't do shit against the UFC. So if we have a pay-per-view, you can't have anything going on. You know? But, wow. Yeah, so let's pull this back over here. The Dana White announcement. I tell you what, Ngannou versus Jones might not be done. It might not. Now, the only thing is, Dana White is not happy with Ngannou at all. But in this situation, Dana White has a chance to have Jones smash him. Dana White has a chance to have Ngannou fight for him without having to pay him. Think about this. This makes all the sense. I know he's not a big fan of Jake Paul, but at the same time, they are both under ESPN. They're both working with ESPN. It's all about numbers. It's all about the money. And now the Africa events. Oh, my God, dude. You imagine Jones and Ngannou in Africa? Oh, my God. What do you guys think about that? Dude, it makes all the sense. It makes all the sense in the world. PFL versus UFC. You know UFC has the upper hand. Holy shit. There's your answers. Silencing. We're going to get Poirier versus McGregor 4 for the BMF belt. Oh, God. So, yeah. So, what you're saying, it's Gaethje Poirier 2 for the BMF? Is that what they're saying? I got to be honest with you. I hate that. I love the fight. I hate the BMF belt. I hate it. Oh, here we go. Oh, fuck. I can't. I loathe the BMF belt. I think it's the dumbest thing that the UFC's ever come up with. But I do like Poirier versus Gaethje too. I do like that. It's very interesting, especially the way Poirier's been fighting. How does the rematch go? So here's Ben talking about it. Here's our boy Cody. Durden's coming on in a couple of weeks. Let's see. UFC news. All right. UFC. Usually they immediately put it out the story. Oh, here we go. Okay. I'm going to take a leak and I'm going to dissect this here. But we might have a way where the Francis situation makes even more sense. Maybe the PFL is not quite trying to go against the UFC. Maybe they're not trying to do Africa before the UFC. In fact, the PFL could have done the UFC a massive favor in signing Francis and now having a crossover fight between Jones and Ngannou. There is a reason. There's a reason why Stipe is just kind of like, I don't know, he's in limbo right now. Holy smokes. All right, I'm going to take a leak. We're gonna dive into this. If you stop by to Not the MMA-Holes, you came in on a good day. I'll be right back. Welcome to the show. Tonight on the MMA-Holes, an extravaganza. My name is Mystic Moss, the King of the Dragons, and JB, the Queen of the Dragons. We are ready to hit it into high gear tonight. The fights have begun.
Let's go. The right arm tucks into the chin. Oh, and the lock is in. And we're going to tap. Fight in the hands again. Oh, boy. We're turning into a cherry.
Rip his fucking head off.
Hold it tight.
Rip his head off. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Oh, my God.
Go to sleep. Tap it.
Jim got the win by submission in the first round, my friend, with only 17 seconds left on the clock. And that, my friends, is what we like to call
best commentary in the business. Fire.
Oh my God, this crowd's about to go nuts. You guys pumped in the chat, baby? You pumped up? Let me see. What are you saying in the chat? Who wins? How fired up are you? Tonight on the MMA-Holes, let's destroy the internet. We're beating everyone in the ratings. Let's take it to the next fucking level. Come on. Subscribe to the channel. Unleash the dragons. They're dropping the likes. And begin. Let's go. The left, the right hand to the side of the head. Another right. A left. Another left. A body shot. 2 drills into the belly. Coming forward with jabs. Coming in hot here. Going in for the takedown. Shoots, flips, and takes him down. Dick to dick from the top. He gets back up and he eats a flurry of shots. Oh, 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 oh. He's out cold in the second round. Holy shit. Wonderful. Okay. So, if you're just jumping into the stream, all right, so, I mean, I could go live on the main channel and make a whole thing out of this. I'm sure a lot of channels going to be doing that, but I'm going to just do it here. And this is for the people that stopped in on the gaming channel, just hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
I'm going to break it down here, and then tomorrow we'll have Kennedy Nzechukwu on. It's tough for me to say, but actually it's kind of cool, man, having him on to talk about all the craziness that's going on right now. And then these stories will really solidify. But Dana dropped, this is a weird, so you know why they dropped this today, right? You do realize why the UFC literally says, okay, you want to play that game, you're going to go live talking about your shit, PFL, and Francis Ngannou. Well, we're gonna drop our stuff now. So the UFC wants to be, you know, MMA is hot right now. Francis is all over the news. Let's throw some big news out ourselves. Let's have a little fun here. So Dana White hits the live stream and does this.
We were targeting Boston, Massachusetts, and now it is official. UFC 292 on August.
Because why else would they release this on a Tuesday? What, like, why would you release any of this on a Tuesday? You know? No, not everyone, damn sausage. If you were here earlier and you'd see the crazy shit people were saying in the chat, people do not understand marketing. No, so that's why we have to address it here. But yeah, on a Tuesday is not the day where it's like, okay, let's drop big news. No, you drop it like right before the weekend, you know, or you drop it if someone else, a big player, has big news as well.
August 19th, the fight everybody's been waiting for.
They are fucking Aljo so bad. Now, here's the thing. Aljo should win this fight, but they're putting him in Boston. Bunch of honkies. A lot of Irish over in Boston. He's fighting Sean O'Malley on a short turnaround fight. One of the quickest turnarounds a champion's ever had to do to defend his belt. He just went 5 rounds with the Dwarf, and now he's going to go right back in there. I'm sure Aljo's going to get paid a pretty big bag for doing this fight over here. But, I mean, UFC's doing him dirty, man. They want Aljo out in the worst way.
Aljamain Sterling versus Sugar Sean O'Malley. O'Malley is unbeaten in his last 5 fights and will be the 4th Contender Series alum to fight for a UFC title.
Like, that's another pat themselves on the back moment. Look at the Contender Series. Such a great show. Look at all the talent that comes out here. We're just the best of the best, right?
The co-main event will be Weili Zhang versus Amanda Lemos, who won
Amanda Lemos because she's so lame.
7 of her last 8 fights, and that fight is obviously going to be for Weili's strawweight title. Back in Boston for the first time in almost 4 years, and we will see you this Saturday for Dern versus Hill on ESPN+. And do not forget, Power Slap is back live and free next week.
Oh, my God. So where's the Gaethje thing here? So that's this. Oh, here we go.
Dana White, we have an incredible summer of fights.
Incredible. Should we play the incredible counter game?
Fights coming up.
Where's Blanchfield's title shot? No, she's there, but
you already know International Fight Week is July 8th, and UFC 290 will be headlined by featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, and he's going to be facing the interim champ. Yeah.
They said that was International Fight Week?
July 8th, and UFC 290 will be headlined.
Wow, so July 8th. My baby's going to be here. I can't. Ugh. All right, so International Fight Week headlined by Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez. You're going to really need something in that co-main event, right?
And by featherweight champion Alexander Volkanovski, and he's going to be facing the interim champ Yair Rodriguez.
I mean, it's a great fight, but casual-wise, yeah, I mean, it doesn't scream pay-per-view buys.
That's the beginning of an incredible lineup in July.
Okay, here we go.
To end the month, we're going back to Salt Lake City, Utah, and I want to thank our partners at the Utah Jazz and Smith Entertainment Group for hosting UFC 291 on Saturday, July 29th from the Delta Center.
So, wow, Utah. Damn, I got a cousin over there. Maybe I'll go with Carl, Sober Carl, my cuz. If I can escape, 291. They're headlining this with Poirier Gaethje, BMF. Come on, man. It's a great fight, but what?
So, since Jorge Masvidal retired...
Oh, my God. This hurts my brain. You're taking a great fight, and you're just diminishing it with the fucking BMF belt.
The BMF title is back up for grabs.
Oh, my God.
The main event will be 5 rounds between the number 2...
I hate this. I fucking hate this.
...and number 3 lightweights in the world. Former champion Dustin Poirier...
You're cheapening a good fight. Like, you're just lessening the value of a fucking banging rematch with this goofball BMF shit. Like, it's annoying. It's really fucking annoying. They're like, no, we're not going to do that shit anymore. Hold on a second. We're not doing that. That's over and done with. My mom says she saw the commercial for Batman and the Flash movie, and she said she got chills.
Takes on another former champion, Justin Gaethje, for the vacant BMF title between two of the baddest dudes in the game.
We know that already. We all know that. Winner better fucking defend it this time. Dude, we should fucking protest this shit. I hope no one goes. I hope no one shows up.
Gentlemen, this card is awesome.
I mean, Blachowicz versus Pereira. Wow. So they told Pereira, listen, oh my God, you have to go up if you want to fight for a belt. Oh, gosh. I really like Blachowicz in that fight. He's going to do exactly what he did to Izzy. COSTA versus Aleskarov. Ferguson versus Green. So Ferguson's in his back? Wait a second. Isn't he in jail?
The co-main event will feature two of the best knockout artists in the world. Former UFC light heavyweight champion Jan Blachowicz takes on former middleweight champion Alex Pereira in his first fight at light heavyweight.
Oh man. That's a tough fight for Alex.
Plus, Tony Ferguson versus...
That's a tough fight for Alex.
Bobby Green.
Tony Ferguson... Isn't Ferguson in jail? Didn't he just fucking flip his... Oh, I guess he just can't drive. Someone's going to have to pick him up.
Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. And Paulo Costa is back, and he takes on Contender Series standout Ikram Aliskerov.
So, I got to say, Ferguson versus Green is actually a pretty good matchup. It kind of makes sense. Where both of those guys are in their career, you know it's going to be a fun fight. And you know, I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I don't know which way I'm going to go. Like, I kind of want to lean towards Green, but I don't. That's a fan favorite fight over there. I don't hate it. You know, the trash talking is going to be complete CTE city. So I'm interested. Chiesa versus Holland is fascinating. That's actually a pretty good fight. That's a very good fight. So Chiesa's back. Costa versus Aleskarov. All right. Oh, boy. So they had to add the BMF belt for people to give a shit.
The prelims are going to be on ABC, and some of the other big fights include Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima, and Stephen Thompson takes on Michelle Pereira. Tickets go on sale.
What do you guys think about that card? What do you think about that? Like, listen, the main event's very good, but we're not seeing car crash Gaethje anymore. This is a different Gaethje. He's a very smart fighter now. He's not train wreck Gaethje. So any Poirier fight, when Poirier is involved, it's usually fairly exciting. But this is not the same Gaethje as the first fight. I think Jan will wrestle Alex like he did Izzy 100%, man. Thank you, Ride Drive. 100%. This doesn't feel like a pay-per-view. Like, it's interesting. But I feel like, I don't know. This doesn't feel like $85 worth. It's good, but... am I off on this? This is my initial thoughts. I like Poirier versus Gaethje. Listen, I want to see a rematch, but I preferred car crash Gaethje, not like let's use my head Gaethje. I don't know. And now it's up for the BMF belt. Finally, a winnable fight for Tony. I tell you, this version of Tony, I don't even know. I don't even know what the hell's going to show up. My man's drinking and driving and. 85, too much for that. I agree. I think it's way too much for this card. It's not bad. Like, this is a fun card. If you're an MMA fan, you're like, okay, this is interesting. But the casual fan's going to pay $85 because they put together a fake belt? Like, what? I think Utah's going to turn up. I think the Mormons will be in attendance, ready to go. But I don't see pay-per-views being that good for this. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I don't like when the UFC has to crowbar BMF belts. Bobby Green minus 1,000, I bet. Yeah, that's real. I hate the fucking BMF belt. I should make a shirt. I hate the BMF belt. Would you guys buy that? If I make a shirt and drop it on the MMA-Holes.com, I hate the BMF belt. Imagine the arena's filled with people wearing I hate the BMF belt. Or boo the BMF belt. It's such a shit belt.
Fights coming up. You already know internet.
I can't stand it, man. It's like you take a fun fight and you cheapen it with that nonsense. Dude, I can't stand it. It's just a panic move to get a pay-per-view fight. So they are scrambling. The international fight card is what, 290? So let's see if Tapology's on their game. UFC. Hey, thank you, man. Hold on a second here. I have the alerts paused. Thank you so much, guys. The gifted membership. Jake the Snake. Yo, KC did it again, baby. Thank you, KC. Shout out to KC. Was it UFC 290? If you're just jumping in, man, on Not the MMA Holes, you know, breaking news, and we're just trying to digest it here. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but my initial reaction is, I don't know. All right, so Volkanovski. Oh, Tresean's going to be on there. Oh, my goodness. Robert Whittaker versus Duplessis. All right. So you got Volkanovski, Rodriguez, Moreno, Pantoja, Tresean Gore. So they're going to put Bo Nickel. Dude, I hope Tresean fucks him up. Whittaker, Duplessis, Hooker versus Turner, Lawler versus Price, Brady versus Della Maddalena. Oh, my God. Dude, this is fire.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Oh, that's good, man. That's fucking good.
If you're a guy in Utah with multiple wives, do you take all of them to the event? It gets expensive.
That's a good question. I got to ask my cousin. He just moved there. He says it's beautiful, but that's actually a valid question. I don't know. I would say bring the hottest one. Bring the hottest of the bunch. Biggest mistake forever. Yeah, International Fight Week looks okay. You probably watch it. You're probably buying the Volk card. Yeah, so I think for MMA fans, they should be pretty excited about this card. International Fight Week, it looks cool. Yeah, just Volk versus Rodriguez is a great fight for an MMA fan. Like I said, the casual fan is just not like if you walk down the street and say, "Hey, do you know who Alex Volkanovski is?" Most casual fans will have zero fucking idea who he is. You know, I could probably bring him up to my sister's side of the family; they would have no clue who this. I mean, you know, but he's one of the greats for sure. And fighting Rodriguez, they're gonna merge belts. We're gonna find out who's the real champ. It's a good fight. Yair's look good. Moreno versus Pantoja. It's a good fight. Moreno's never really in a boring fight. He's always fun, and Pantoja's a nut job. Bo Nickel versus Tresean Gore. I mean, Bo could be the future, but I mean, he's going against an MMA hole, baby. Robert Whittaker versus Duplessis. That's fire, man. I feel like Whittaker should run over Duplessis, but if the real African champion wins, that puts him right in play. Whittaker trying to spoil the party. Hooker Turner's fire. Lawler versus Price is fire. Brady versus Della Maddalena. Come on, man. Russ versus Aguilar. Gomes versus Uruguay. I mean, Gomes is a feisty one. Prochnow versus Petrino, excuse me. All right, so, over here, we got a couple. Oh, this is that kid? That's that 21-year-old? Oh, shit, this kid's on the card? He's 22. This kid's fucking stupid good. Cameron Simon versus Christian Rodriguez. Who did Christian fight last? Oh, Raul Rosas Jr. There you go. Look at this kid, Christian, man. He stops the high train in Rosas Jr. I couldn't fucking remember. And then they're going to put him against the 20. It's like he's like the child slayer. Now they're going to put him against the next big young prospect. 22-year-old Cameron Simon, who is, I would say, levels better than Rosas right now. Look at that, the child slayer. That's what the Christian, the child slayer Rodriguez, who's, I think, 26 now. 25 or 26. 25. Funny. Wow. Yeah, it's not a bad card. Good for Trayshawn Gore. I mean, listen, he's got a massive opportunity to play spoiler. International Fight Week. Good for him, man. I like Trayshawn a lot. He's such a cool dude, man. How you doing, Lou? Hopefully you're well. George ruined the BMF for holding on to it after losing it. Yeah, I hate it, man. I hate it. If it was going to be some circus, I hated it when they made it the first time. But I guess if the UFC kept force-feeding it and George was defending it and it was like a side story, okay, but he was just walking around talking about it and he was losing and just like, I don't know. It was just dumb. So now like Poirier is going to fight for it, but he already beat Gaethje. Like, I kind of feel like if the BMF belt went up again, it should be two guys that haven't fought each other. But it's just stupid anyway. The belt, like, why is there... It's so dumb, man. It's such a dumb belt. There's so many bad people in the UFC. Like, you mean to tell me because you're going to throw that... Was that UFC 291? You're going to throw that on there, I have to pay $85? Just because you put BMF on there, now I have to pay $85? Makes me hate the belt even more. This is why the UFC... They're never going to, like, collaborate with us because I think we're being a little too honest. Maybe I should just chill and suck them off. So, right here, Tapology just has Vergara versus Salvador. But they dropped... Here it is. Poirier, Gaethje, Blachowicz versus Pereira. So, Pereira moves up. COSTA versus Aleskarov. That came out of left field. Ferguson versus Bobby Green came out of left field. Chiesa versus Holland kind of makes sense, but that's a big fight for Holland. It's a big fight. Chiesa at 12. Wow, a lot of news. Yep, another BMF belt. If you're just jumping in, Dana said it was done with. I know Dana's I mean, jeez. He's frustrating the hell out of me with this shit. They literally threw a BMF belt on this card, UFC 291, because they couldn't find champions to fight each other. You mean to tell me you couldn't get Izzy for 291? Izzy Pereira 3? It's way better. Why couldn't... I don't understand. I guess Izzy wants time off. But you forced Funkmaster back in there. Why can't we do Pereira? Pereira just got knocked the fuck out. And he's turning it around. If Izzy's going to take the fight, take it now. Why couldn't Izzy Pereira be for the middleweight title? Poirier Gaethje, a 5-round co-main event. We have a way better card. No BMF belt. Like, what the fuck? But you drag Aljamain Sterling right back in to fight O'Malley on a short turnaround? Am I off on this? Wouldn't Pereira versus Izzy 3 on top, Gaethje Poirier co-main event, make it a 5-rounder? Bang, better pay-per-view. Why you gotta fucking put Poirier Gaethje for a BMF belt? It's so fucking dumb, man. Do they get pay-per-view buys? Do you get pay-per-view buys for a BMF belt? Dana, I hate it. I'm just gonna say it. I hate it. I'll watch because we run the top game on YouTube, but I mean, come on. Right, Lou Dog? Like, what the hell? How is this not working? Because Israel Adesanya said, hell fucking no. They probably approached him. I bet that was probably the first solution, the first idea. And Izzy's like, no, I'm chilling. I'm taking some time off. And that's what Aljo should have done. Aljo should have said, no, I'm chilling. I'm chilling for a sec. Pump the brakes. But the UFC is just like, I guess they're struggling. I guess they're struggling right now to get these champions on top of the cards to end the year. It's interesting, man. There's got to be another title fight you could put up there. Has to be. What about heavyweight? Why isn't Stipe versus Jones happening? Unless Jake Paul's right. Unless PFL will cross over with the UFC. And they're saving it for Africa. Unless. Let me know what you think in the chat.
Second walk of the game for him.
BMF belt must be the UFC's way of trying to put on banger fights. Not every champ is the most badass motherfucker in their division. So what they're trying to do, Blue Magoo, I like your name. What they're trying to do is they're trying to justify a pay-per-view. That's the only reason. Listen, we've been doing this way too long, right? The UFC is saying, hey, we need to charge our fans $85 to watch this card. Okay? Poirier Gaethje is a great fight. They are both BMFs. Let's put a fake belt out there. Boom. That's what they do with interim titles too, right? We put interim titles out there. It's a fake belt. People will pay $85 a pop. UFC wouldn't pump PFL's brand by doing in a crossover. They both work for ESPN. They both are signed to ESPN. ESPN is calling the shots at the end of the day. If you think about it, the UFC has actually made decisions because of ESPN and Disney. So, if ESPN says, hey, listen, now I said this before, it's a theory, okay? I'm not saying this will definitely happen. I do believe the UFC put this out to, steal the thunder of the PFL's announcement of Francis. I do believe that. But it would be smart for the UFC to say, okay, listen, we want to get this Africa thing going. We didn't want to, it didn't work out, but now we can do this crossover in Africa and we don't have to pay Francis. Think about it. We put Jones versus Francis, our guy versus your guy. We'll line up a couple other guys. Our guys are going to beat your guys anyway. And then we don't have to pay the other side. And we could do Africa half price. It makes sense. Hey, Nick, how you doing? How you doing? We're doing good. Pereira should cancel the fight in the last minute just to fuck Dana White. Yeah. Dude, what do you, think about this. This is all fucked up. If Gaethje or Poirier, I'm assuming I guess there's going to be another BMF as a backup for this fight. Because if one guy gets hurt, you could just interchange. So there will probably be another BMF on standby as their backup plan. Because Blachowicz versus Pereira, if that had to bump up as your new main event, you can't sell a pay-per-view for that, right? It just doesn't make sense. Yeah, so I wonder who the BMF's going to be. Let me see. Let me try to figure out who the BMF's going to be. Oh, you know who your BMF could be, guys? Right here. I know he's a little further down the rankings, but he's a BMF. Like you could say, hey, Matt Brown, you want to be on standby? I mean, that's a guy. Let's see. Let's look at lightweights. Wow, a lot of shit to talk about, man. This is crazy. I guess we should have went live on the main channel. Let's see. Dariush, BMF. Michael Chandler's fighting Conor. Well, maybe. Fiziev runs it back. Gamrot. Sarukian. RDA. Former champion, badass. I guess oh, fucking hell. Bilal Muhammad should be fighting for it. The BML. I mean, the Bilal motherfucker belt. I hate the BMF. That's the only downfall. It sucks because Gaethje Poirier 2 is a banger. Of course I want to see that. It just doesn't belong in this situation. It doesn't. Are they going to bring The Rock again in Utah? They going to bring The Rock? The first BMF is at Madison Square Garden. The second BMF belt's in Utah. Nothing against Utah, but what? You mean to tell me I'm supposed to believe that this is not a panic move to sell pay-per-views? Oh, that's right. He's fighting Luque. Okay, so he's out. Oh, you know what? I mean, you could take Ferguson or Green. You know, they would both get smashed by either Poirier or Gaethje. Gaethje already smashed Ferguson. But technically they are BMFs, so that's probably your backup plan. Yeah, it's probably right on the card. So Ferguson versus Green is probably on there because they're bad motherfuckers. Yeah. Don't be surprised if that's the backup plan. Yeah, it's probably right in front of me. It kind of makes sense. And you just move, too, from the prelims up. Yep, Utah, home of the baddest motherfucker. Utah Vivint Arena is legendary. I mean, it's it's funny. It's the first time I've ever heard of the Vivint Arena. It's the first time. I'm assuming that's where the Jazz play, right? Delta Center. So wait, what is it called? Is it called the Delta Center or the Vivint Arena, or is it called both? Delta Center, isn't it called the Delta Center? I don't even know. But it's not the world's most famous arena. It's not fucking New York, Madison Square Garden. I mean, it's a big, big difference. Jazz lost to the Bulls 96-97 in that arena. All right.
The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside.
I just watched that movie about Jordans. Was it called Air? Did you guys see that yet? Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, come on. Warm up the pen, boys. All right. I'm streaming way longer than I wanted to. What am I, 2? Oh, my God. All right. Let's finish this fucking game. Holy smokes. The news has taken over. I got a landscape. Well, I want to say thank you to everyone who stopped by tonight. I want to especially say thank you to Rye Drive, Vishwana, Tropic Tom. Thank you guys for the donations. KC memberships, whoever hit the memberships, thank you so much, guys. Very much appreciate the support. As always, these little secret streams are kind of fun. I enjoy them. And we got breaking news on them, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, the first offering is not close.
I lost my... Oh, here we go.
Swing and a miss.
So let's just let's lose this game real quick. Let me get out of here.
That misses, and the count 2-1.
2-1. Wow, that's a lot of news. Wow, very convenient. Conveniently dropped. Thank you, Blue Magoo. Thank you. What's this? Mr. Research teaches politics for black men. What the hell? These Francis hate Francis skin. These Francis hate Francis skin based on these comments. Can't be based on math. These males hate his skin. I don't know if that's the truth. I mean, there's racism everywhere, yes. I don't know if that's the case with Francis, but I mean, because a lot of people that throw in hate on Francis are praising John, you know? So that makes no sense. But racism is real. It's not like it's fake. But I don't think that's quite the case. I think people just fucking hate Francis because he's, you know, he's had success. And he didn't stay in the UFC, and people love the UFC. I keep throwing it in the same spot. Okay, let's fool him now. Here we go. Good stuff. You can't fix stupid people. Yeah, I mean, listen, there's racism, but it's not in every single situation.
Probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Adam Ottavino will take over here.
And we all know
all right, he's ready.
It's just filthy,
man on second and third, 2 outs. 8-2 lead. Not the Mets. He will. Yeah, you think he's gonna fight Maurice? That would be hilarious, though. Woo! Clean my. I know I gotta clean my yard. I know. Africa PFL in 2027 will be massive. How can I invest? Is that when you think it's gonna happen? Wow, this guy comes in taking everyone out. All right, this is it, guys. I just need 6 runs to tie it up.
some days,
Here we go. This is where they choke. Massive choke.
So he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp.
Oh, fucking hell. What am I swinging at?
First offering is fouled off. Jimenez in his 6th season.
Okay.
Features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works
A slider? Oh, jeez. It's probably ball 2. Yep. Oh, come on, dude. Charge! Come on, we can do it, guys. You can do it. Put your ass into it. Ah, too late. He actually threw me a strike. Is this the closer?
The 0-2.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, drop! Nope.
Squeeze on it, and there's one down.
Well, there's one out. All right. So much news dropped, guys. So much news. I don't know how to contain myself. Oh, Jesus. Can we be a little patient here? Let's see. Yes.
And the righty deals. And that's in the dirt. Movement
Okay.
in the bullpen. Dylan Lee.
You better move your bullpen.
Getting himself ready.
Get ready.
Getting loose as well.
I'm about to pop this one over the fence.
That's towards center.
Come on, dude. Come on, I hit it perfectly.
Pulls it down.
Come on. Why do I got to hit at the wrong part of the park?
For New York, Tommy Pham.
Shit. Down to my last out. Need 6 runs. Here it is. The pitch. Oh, my God. That's how I'm going to end the game. I'm going to beat it. 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 No! No! The longest baseball game of all time. All right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, so we discussed a lot tonight, or today, whatever time it is, but it is time to call it quits. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. Appreciate your support, as always. Go check out Jesse's little tingamajig over here. Go check this out. Go give it a look. Go give it a peek. By the way, what is up with this poll here? Oh, I didn't vote. Ben. 19%! Let me hit the like, too. 19%, 1,000 votes, and 81% think that Francis Ngannou could beat Ben Rothwell. What kind of crack? What kind of crack they be smoking? Ben all day. What kind of crack? So here's Jesse's little thing. So we got Kennedy's going to be on tomorrow, calling in from Jersey. Jersey. Jersey's going all the way from Jersey, from Germany. He's going to be popping in from Germany on a 3-fight win streak, just coming off I mean, this guy's been killing people. He's taken Carlos Ulberg's soul. I mean, this man is a big, scary dude, and it will be interesting to get his thoughts on the Francis situation. And who knows, maybe he can get on the Africa card, you know, a Nigerian over here. Could you imagine him on that card? That'd be cool. UFC versus PFL. Who's their light heavyweight champ? I'm impressed with EA PGA 23. If you like video game golf, it's good. I used to play.
Yes, super chat.
I used to play pool.
Equals the math on this will explode in 2027 PFL Africa.
Thank you. Thank you for that last second $2 donation. Thank you very much. Very wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Mr. Research teaches politics for black men. The hell, man? The hell is that name? Yeah, so Kennedy's coming on tomorrow. We got Cody Durden next Wednesday. We got Ben Rothwell the Wednesday after that. So a lot of stuff planned for you guys. Have a great evening. Go check out Evil Dead Rise. It was fun. I like that movie. Don't be an a-hole, be an MMA-hole. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful.